And it'll be Will Reichert to kick it off. Not a lot of touchbacks, only 8 all year. They trust their ability to cover kickoffs. Brian Kelly hopes one of the places his team might have an advantage today is in special teams. And we're underway. The Rose Bowl and college football playoff semifinal. Tyree speedy, and he got blasted, and the ball comes out. And it's recovered by Tommy Tremble.
Right now they have multiple tight ends in, and Alabama's going to try to match that personnel all night. They have 3 tight ends in the game on second down.
And the handoff to Kyron Williams. Outstanding sophomore running back. He tries to deliver a stiff arm to Job. And he goes down at the 27. Making just his second start of the season. Jarrett Patterson out with an ankle injury, suffered mid-year. Book takes off running again and ducks down near the 30, but about 7 yards short of the first down. Najee Harris off a tremendous SEC title game against Florida. They faked it to him. Miller Forrestall, the tight end, catch and run.
A lot of people thought Bryce Young, the 5-star recruit from California, was going to win the job. And Mac Jones just refused to give it up. I mean, he competed every day, he won the job, and he has still been a great mentor to Bryce.
He dumps it off to Harris. And he takes people with him. Jaleel Billingsley goes in motion. He's a tight end, but they play him all over. Terrific athlete. They even have him returning kickoffs as a tight end. And a terrific offensive line as well, but they're without their usual starting center. First team All-American Landon Dickerson. He's out with a knee injury, suffered against Florida. They blitzed Jones. He spun away from it and hit Forrestall for another first down. The backup through most of his career. They have faith in him. He's played a lot of football. Here's Harris up the middle, and he powers forward for a Bama first down and try to give the offense trouble. Quick throw. Here is Devontae Smith. Goodbye. Farewell. Touchdown. Brian Kelly said he'll be inclined to go for it on 4th down more frequently than usual, knowing they have to stay on the field, keep Alabama's offense off it. They brought some pressure, didn't get to Book, and a nice catch on a low throw by Michael Mayer, the tight end. Won the Jacobs Trophy as the best offensive lineman in the ACC. One of those design runs for Book. They get nowhere near the first down. Christian Barmore, defensive lineman, tripped him up. I think in his own territory with 5 yards to gain, a bit too much. Jay Bramlett, the punter, is a Tuscaloosa, Alabama native. That ball might have hit somebody in crimson. The Notre Dame people think so.
This is an area where Steve Sarkisian trusts his quarterback to take a shot down the field on play action.
Najee Harris, lots of running room outside. And he runs over Kyle Hamilton to get to the 18. They'll go to the pistol now with Harris, the running back. Jones spinning and faking and completing to Devontae Smith.
He reminds me so much of Marvin Harrison, the way he played.
There's Harrison, a Pro Football Hall of Famer. Here's Slade Bolden, who stepped in. Waddle working his way back. It seems like he might be available for the national championship game in 11 days. Hurdling is Harris, and now running down the sideline. And he's chopped out of bounds deep in Irish territory. One of 3 finalists for the Doak Walker Award as the best running back in the country. You can go ahead and give him that one right now. No offense to Travis Etienne and Breece Hall, the other finalists. Play fake by Jones. Has a man wide open. Jaleel Billingsley, another Bama touchdown. Second and 7. They stick with Tyree, true freshman running back. Book trying to set up a screen. Lots of running room and blockers for Tyree. And they're going to mark him out of bounds back at the 45-yard line. As he said, he wants to eat clock. They average nearly 34 minutes of possession per game. Tyree looks like he has the first down. It was Aaron Banks, the outstanding guard, first team consensus All-American, number 69, trying to help. High snap, slow developing play, but here comes Kyron Williams. He's a redshirt freshman, played in 4 games last year and redshirted. Got much slimmer and stronger. And he carries on 3rd and 2 for the first down. Some of the backups not as talented as Tremble. Design run for Book. Ian Book to the goal line. And they're marking him down short. Irish fans and players thought it was a touchdown. 4th and goal. Magnificent drive. Will it yield points? Yes, it will. Kyron Williams slides into the end zone for a Notre Dame touchdown. A long time on the sideline for Mac Jones and the Tide offense. Last time they're on the field, they went a long way in a short amount of time. 97 yards in 5 plays. Jones. There's Steve Sarkisian, the offensive coordinator and winner of the Frank Broyles Award this year as the top assistant coach in the country. Irish showing blitz. They brought pressure. Jones threw away from it to Devontae Smith, who's taken out of bounds across midfield. Mac Jones sees weapons everywhere he looks. And how about that catch by Jaleel Billingsley? Just what they needed, another weapon over the second half of this season. Fake to Najee Harris and the quick strike to Devontae Smith. And he is in for a touchdown. And he is slow to get up.
Well, again, it's RPO. But it's part of Notre Dame's identity. I mean, that's who they are.
It's worked very well for them. 10-1, only loss in the ACC championship game. There's George Takis, the backup tight end, getting more time here without Tommy Tremble in the game. 3rd down and 8. And again, they spread the field with 5 receivers. Ian Book under duress completes it over the middle and then incomplete. Right now it's Alabama leading 21-7. They've scored all 3 times they've had it. Najee Harris weaved through the Irish defense to the 30. Is this the best offense you've ever coached? He said, I don't compare teams. And he said, last year might have been better.
When Tua was healthy, maybe he's doing a little bit more than just running on dry land.
Irish fans hoping for a stop. Mac Jones completes to Devontae Smith just beyond the sticks.
Most college football receivers just tell me the play and let me run it.
Now they flip it to him deeper into the bag of tricks. And the Irish swing him down. Kyle Hamilton. And if you try to blitz, there's that mammoth offensive line. It's tough to get around. Ian Book. He's also going to ask you about the mindset here.
Will determine what Notre Dame does.
9-yard gain. That was a design quarterback draw for Book. And he slides down head first.
Has a receiver made a play at all for Notre Dame in this game?
It's not a strength of that team as well. Book on target to Ben Skoranek.
Course, Alabama knows that as well.
They rush for Book to Williams.
Good play.
So this is still going to be a 51-yarder, which would match his career long set in the last game against Clemson. Outdoors in Charlotte when he set the ACC championship game record for the longest field goal with that 51-yarder. He's been a little shaky lately. That's a knuckleball that is nowhere near enough. Dorr got off to a good start this year. As we said, 50-50 lately, and that's not good in today's football, where these kickers are so outstanding. Mac Jones takes a knee. He went 14 for 16. It is the pistol. Mac Jones faked it to Najee Harris, lofts one down the middle, and what a catch. 3-receiver bunch to the far sideline. Jones wanted to throw it to the near sideline. Still has time to check it down to Najee Harris, who's down 2 shy of the first down. Not in field goal range for Will Reichard yet. A toss to Harris and the first down.
He had a lot of reps banked with Steve Sarkisian, and he was ready to step into the limelight this year.
Third down and 11. Still probably not in field goal range. Jones.
That's a big stop for Notre Dame. That is the big stop for Notre Dame. The ball was deflected.
This feels big. Third down and 4. Alabama crowded the line, rush 4. Kyron Williams shoved out of bounds, and he'll have the first down with a half-yard to spare. Alabama might be vulnerable in the middle of the defense. Book finds Michael Mayer. 3-time Pro Bowler, is a defensive back in the NFL. Played for Miami and Kansas City. Was also his son's high school coach for 2 years at American Heritage in South Florida. Book on the run, threw it up for grabs, and it gets intercepted by Christian Harris. Midway through the third quarter, they have the ball back after the first turnover of the game. Mac Jones, quick strike to John Mechie. John Mechie down the sideline. And Devontae Smith's sidekick. And that was the message the coaches gave to him before the season started. If you want to get better, don't dance and bounce. Take what the play gives you. Mac Jones on 3rd and 4. He's going to take off running and slide down with the first down at the 7. Design roll to the right on 1st and goal, and he throws to the pylon, and it is caught for another touchdown by Devontae Smith.
I think if Trevor Lawrence hadn't missed 2 games, I think it would have been hard for him not to win it. But I think Devontae is going to win.
Book on the run, throws it away.
There's a late hit flag. This is going to be a 15-yard penalty on Alabama after the play. Avery Davis has not done anything either. He's a guy in the slot that has to make some plays.
It's the 4-man rush, but they get to Book, who can't unload it with Christian Barmore draped all over him. A big loss. Up by 21 with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Miller Forrestall's had a nice day.
The numbers are shockingly very similar when you look at this year's Alabama and last year's LSU team.
The teams are similar as well. Slade Bolden the catch in Irish territory at the 44. 3rd down and 8 for Alabama as we go to the fourth quarter here at the Rose Bowl game. Tide leading by 21, and Najee Harris picks up the first down inside the 30.
See what Steve Sarkisian calls now starting out of an empty backfield. Probably not a quarterback run.
I think they give Mac Jones a huge gap through the middle of that defense to almost entice him to run. Billingsley the catch. So there's Will Reichard at the first field goal attempt of the day for Alabama. Sophomore from Hoover, Alabama, has had, wait till he kicks it, a perfect season.
And that hasn't always been the case for Alabama under Nick Saban. They've been great in so many aspects of the game, but kicking field goals has not always been the case.
And Ian Book's been smart enough not to throw in his direction.
Probably be the winner of the Thorpe Award as the best defensive back in the country. High throw. Javon McKinley managed to take it in. Book on target to Skoranek.
He's had his moments for sure.
Seem to come in bunches. There's Kyron Williams bouncing off hits, first down.
Again, Alabama's done a really good job of neutralizing Avery Davis, the slot receiver. He's had some big plays for them,
especially in that win against Clemson. Swing pass to Chris Tyree for a first down. Just one target today for Avery Davis, but not a factor today. Targeted once, not a completion. Unblocked blitzer. Jordan Battle didn't get there, and Book got it off to Michael Mayer. 3rd down and 10. Nice drive, but they're taking a lot of time. Nearly 4 minutes on this possession, and the throw too high for Ben Skoranek. Josh Jobe in coverage. With Kyron Williams, their outstanding running back, on the sideline. 4th down and 10. Book gets it off short of Avery Davis, who couldn't make the catch, with Brian Branch right behind him. Well, the only other time the Rose Bowl game was moved out of the Rose Bowl Stadium, 1942, shortly after the bombings in Pearl Harbor. They weren't allowed to have major events on the West Coast, so Oregon State and Duke played at Duke in Durham. Game won by Oregon State. Wallace Wade Stadium, named for the Hall of Fame Alabama coach John Mechie. Weaved his way near a first down
in the Sugar Bowl.
More than midway through the fourth quarter now. Mac Jones off the hands of Devontae Smith. There goes the Heisman.
Yeah, and only 2 drops. That makes number 3.
Foul, roughing the passer. Defense number 19.
If it's not the first or second round, it's go back to school.
That was last year. Here comes a blitz at Mac Jones. But where did you have him last year?
I think it's going to be intentional grounding. Yep.
Offense number 10. Lost it down at the spot of the foul.
Kyron Williams has not come back either.
Book rifled one across the middle.
Boy, did he take
That's a first down.
After the timeout, Brian Kelly electing to go for it now on 4th down.
And Ian Book's on target. Avery Davis, his first catch.
The deep ends, the over routes, because they thought the place to attack was on the interior. This is tough here.
Yeah, up for grabs for Skoranek, trying to throw a jump ball and take advantage of his height.
Patrick Surtain has the strength.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Head coach Alabama. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot.
Well, Patrick told us his dad started working fundamentals with him at age 5. So, yeah, I think so.
Michael Mayer the catch with 1:43 to go. Book caught by Mayer, who's banged down at the 1. 1 minute to go. Book the fake, and he takes it in himself for the Notre Dame touchdown. But Alabama has scored 35 points or more in 24 straight games. Not only is that the longest active streak in the country, it's the all-time record in FBS football. They have 31 right now. Oh, Devontae Smith couldn't come up with the onside kick. And the Irish have it at the 47-yard line. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
I do think Clemson is playing very well right now. I think they were very in sync against this Notre Dame team in the ACC championship game. I think Trevor Lawrence is at the top of his game right now.
As you said, they met last year. It's really becoming a little bit of a contentious rivalry. Josh Jobe breaks up a pass and gets flagged for it. The Bama fans and sideline hate it. They're contending with a juggernaut here today. Alabama clearly will be the favorite in the championship game regardless of the opponent. Ian Book, one last rumble down the field. Devontae Smith's 3 touchdown receptions, by the way, not just tying the Rose Bowl record. They are an Alabama bowl game record for any bowl. 6 times previously, the receiver had 2 touchdown catches. And I think before we see him again in Miami in 11 days, he's going to collect the Heisman Trophy.
Yep, I think so too.
First wide receiver to do it since Desmond Howard, if in fact he does win it. Blitz, Book. It's almost as if Alabama saying, okay, you want to call a timeout, run one more play, we're going to try to blast you. It was intended for Avery Davis, and it brings an end to this Rose Bowl game presented by Capital One. Devontae Smith, 7 catches, 130 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And by his standards lately, that's been a quiet night. He averaged 144 yards receiving over the previous 6 games. He'll need 10 yards to become the all-time leader in SEC receiving yardage. He's 10 behind Jordan Matthews of Vanderbilt, who holds that record. So they're on their way to the national championship for the 5th time in 7 years of the college football playoff.